Hello everybody, this is Jeffrey GT7 and welcome to the episode. In this episode we got ourselves quite a special request. Now I did mention in the last episode I was going to plan to do a GTR build at Took Expressway, but this request came in later today using the classic Mercedes E90 with the swap, and I decided to do a swap for Le Mans. I think I've done one before, but I just can't right off remember if I have or not. I know I've done Tokyo Expressway, but just to get a little break from Tokyo Expressway, I thought it would be a good time to do a refresh build for Le Mans. And so hopefully by the end of this episode, this is going to help you a lot, especially if you do farm a lot at Le Mans. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into the episode. So it's going to be step 1 is how to find the car. You just simply are going to go to the Legends Car dealership, which should be on the far right. And for this car, just scroll all the way to the far right and you should see the car. Now I would recommend going ahead and get this car now, because that blue arrow indicates that the next time it does show up in the game, it's going to be a bit more expensive than 290 credits. So my guess is probably within, hopefully not in the mid 300,000 to 400,000 range, but it will just all depends. But very iconic car, of course, especially in the older Gran Turismos, especially GT4, whenever you did the long one lap around Nürburgring, which is very iconic for the, I think it was for the IA license back in 2005. So that's how you get the car from Legends Car dealership. We can put a lot of upgrades to this car since the points are so low. So that's what we're going to do next, is going to go ahead to GT Auto, and our main focus is going to be the engine swap. It's going to cost you well above 300,000 credits just to buy it. Now in order for you to buy a swap, you first need to meet the level requirement, which is level 50, which is this hot pink number right here. So just basically buy a lot of the duplicate Group C race cars. That's what I would recommend doing, or get a lot of very expensive cars. Here is the engine swap itself. It's the Group 3 AMG series race car, and let me say, this engine actually goes pretty well for this car. And this car, overall, decently handling. It could be sometimes a bit oversteery, or just feels a bit weird for some reason in the new update, which I'm not too sure why, because I did a test run with it with Tokyo Expressway, and that just didn't seem like it wanted to turn for some reason. I've got to do an update to deal with that. But our focus is going to be Le Mans. And if you guys are curious on how to actually get this engine, you can actually get it in the game. Just go to your garage, which is going to be right here at the Tune Parts. And even though I don't have a legit engine to show you a real good example, the best way I can show you is, for example, I'm going to go down here to the far right corner. This bar, just for imagination, would be a little bit lit up. It'll be highlighted, and the most given point that'll let you know if you do in fact have the engine would be a white bar that says compatible. If it does say compatible, just click on it twice. It'll ask you if you want to swap. Say yes one more time, just to make sure if you really want to go for the steal, and just like that, you'll have yourself a free voucher that you can use in the game without being level 50, and also a great way to save credits. So after you get your swap, we're going to go to the livery. Here's the wheels that you guys want to use for your car. Just make sure standard wheels with standard options. For your front bumper, it's going to be type A, the rear type B, and the wing standard. And that's going to be it for the car. If you want to have the same livery, I do have this livery saved in my newsfeed, but I think the best way to look it up is going to be through Monster Energy. So here's a quick look at the build itself. If you guys want to go ahead and pause the episode, you're more welcome to do so. But since we're going after our 700 pp race, you're going to basically get all the upgrades you possibly would need for this car. So we got racing hard tires, fully customized differential suspension, full downforce on the car as well, racing brake pads and brake system, weight reduction stage 1 and 2, and that's pretty much be it for the car. So if you can just avoid getting weight reduction stage 3, you should be good to go for your build. So as we get started with this race, the car actually feels a little bit on the oversteer side, so just watch out for your rear tires. I would suggest possibly, if the car is too loose, turn on traction control, and also turn on, I believe it's ABS, or there's certain setting in the game that allows you to turn on that actually helps the car to not spin. I'm pretty sure it is ABS, but I could be wrong. But as you can see, the car isn't too bad, just a little bit on the free side on the rear of the car. But this car it literally rips the mainstream. I mean, it's got really good pace, amazingly good speed, so you should easily move your way through these Group 4 cars without any trouble. And the cool part about this car is it also has decently good fuel, since it is a Group 3 engine, so you should have a good bit of fuel economy as well, given that you're going to be using a lot of horsepower for this car. So as you can see, the speed is of course climbing way above 190 plus into 200 miles per hour territory. As we get to the brakes, we're going to be within the mid 200s, and you know, the car is just decently good for it to be an early 90s car. As you can see, we actually made ourselves into the top 2 as soon as we get done with the first chicane, so this is a very good, strong, fast car to use for this track. We're going to easily chase down the Suzuki Swift, make a pass on its left side, and from that point on we're going to basically just run away from it. So after we get the lead, we're going to go ahead and just maintain our rhythm. We're going to go ahead and make our first scheduled pit stop at the end of lap 3, and you can see the rear tires are in fact very much well worn. Now the track, as you can see, we got ourselves a good bit of cloud cover. Thankfully there was no rain in sight, so we went ahead and just got ourselves a new set of racing tires, and we're going to go ahead and refuel the car up a fuel all the way to 100% as we get ready for our second stint. As we go through our second stint, as you can see, the sun is out. Nothing really changed at all, except we actually did have better tire management in the second go around. Same thing, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves some new tires, and for fuel, we're going to get ourselves not quite 100% fuel, but we're going to get ourselves over 1 lap worth of fuel, since we're actually about that 4-minute gap from finishing up the race. So as you can see, we got ourselves quite a huge gap over the rest of the field. I mean, this car just had a really good feel for the track. Maybe a little bit loose, a little bit oversteery, but other than that, a very simple, easy build you can use a lot. So as we get our tires quickly changed, we're going to go ahead and get our fuel as well. Like I said, it's going to be just a bit over past a lap, just for a bit of assurance, and we should be good to go from that point on. And as we get done with the race, we're going to sit here for a couple seconds, just wait till that timer reaches 0, and that's going to be officially going to be our race. I'm pretty sure most of you may find yourself in this situation where you actually are close enough to finish off the race just by sitting here nice and tidy, being out of the way, making sure you don't put yourself in jeopardy getting hit from behind. As we see the final lap does as we get in the flash, we're going to go ahead, put gas the pedal, and just like that, very easily, effortlessly get ourselves the win. So very great car. Hopefully you do have the car, and hopefully you do have the engine swap you can put on the car, either by buying one or you have one in your spare garage, but I'm really hoping you do so. So overall, very great build. Highly recommend using this build. I mean, sure, this car is also great for Tuck Expressway, but if you just want to really showcase the full dominance of this car, I think Le Mans might be a better choice. So here's a quick nice little cheeky move I did earlier with my runs. As you see here on the right side, we're going to go ahead and take that spot away as we do ourselves a sweet 360 in one of our fun playthroughs from earlier. So for our next Bryn build, I'm going to be using the Mazda 778B at Sardegna. It's going to be a new, fresh rebuild for this car at Sardegna, so I'm looking forward to this, and hopefully this build will help you out too in your Sardegna grind. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, go ahead and leave a like. If you guys want to check out my other social outlets, there they are right there. If you guys, in matter of fact, enjoyed today's episode, want to go ahead and subscribe to the channel as well if you want to keep yourself posted and check out my other stuff as well. And with that all being said, hopefully you guys have a great rest of the day or night where it might be, and I'll see you all guys later till the next episode. Take care.